Hi. This is a St. Jude candle, Immaculate Heart of Jesus candle, and a Virgin of Guadalupe candle. They're all burning today. You can smell them. I left the house. It's too windy to talk, so I put the songs on. I have my Fly Pro on my phone, downloaded from the computer. 2 other songs didn't delete. I deleted almost all of them, but 2 of them ended up on the hard drive. Manipulation or whatever, it don't matter to me. One was Van McCoy's The Hustle. The other one was What Child Is This by Vanessa Williams. I put The Hustle on, and my beloved started talking to me, and he said, The Hustle, they make something out of nothing and value it. The rock, the idol, and show them not their value and extort each other to live here with something of no value, so they're being hustled. You're not hustling anybody. You're hustling to make something out of nothing. They all think they're nothing, but they're something because they're alive. They're the grace of God. They're the way, the truth, and the life. Your hustle is Bird steals it and Johnson scores and the Celtics win. Your hustle is Havlicek steals it. Your hustle is Worthy steals the ball. Your hustle is a different hustle than their hustle. Their hustle is pay off the refs so you can win the game. Their hustle is that money had value and the game lost its value because you placed all the value on money. You being hustled, man, and you're the hustler to give them back the real value, Ralph. I started to cry. I almost didn't make it out. I had tears coming down. I had my sunglasses on and the tears are streaming, coming down one side. I tried to fight them back. I looked up into the trees and I saw the birds in the pecan trees and the spring coming back to the valley. It's a warm, beautiful day with a cool breeze blowing in from the south. As I turned and I started to get excited about the hustle. Kept playing and I was listening to it. Then I put on the next song, which is What Child Is This? And I started to cry. And I thought about the children. You see them? I thought about the children. There's new pictures. What child is this? What child is this? What child is this? What child is this? Do you see it? On Mary's lap is sleeping. On her brother's lap. What child is this? What child is this? What child is this? Do you see what child this is? This is the child in the song. Do you see her? Why don't you value what's valuable? Why do you ask them to pay you rocks to live here? The hell's wrong with you? I can say it. I have his permission, for I am most like him. I do not blaspheme the Lord. I lift the Lord's voice, so you may see again. Do you understand me? I know her. I know her. I know her. I know him, for I'm a lot like him. I know him. I know him. Do you understand me? And I know each and every one of them. For how can I not? For I'd be a fool not to know them. For what child is this? What child is this? What child is this? Guadalupe told me to come here. She said you can go to the church. The wind can't mess up your video feed there. You'll be able to share your prayer with them. I don't sell my prayers. I share them with you. And then she shared with me. She said, what child are these? What child is this? Do you see those children? Do you love those children? Do you see him? Do you see him? See him? Do you see him? Do you want them to go to the desert and die and never see their wife and children again? So you can drive a car instead of park a car and find a better way to get around? I know angels walk among us and save other people's lives. And he doesn't have to carry a gun to do it. You know the story of Jaden. What child is this? And where do we live? And what gives us hope and what gives us inspiration? Before I was leaving the house, I was thinking about what they call the strong telekinesis for a woman that would be known as Mary, the Immaculate Heart of Mary. A woman that would be known as this woman right here. Do you see her? It's not Jesus' mom, it's Jesus' bride. Do you understand the story they tell about the vessel? Whatever, stuff like that goes on. They say that that's her, and between them is the womb. If there's a woman in the womb, there's the womb between them that continues the life, so we can sing, what child is this? Do you understand me? Without her, we'd have no him. There's scientific evidence that she can produce a her without a him. But they're not loving, they're not covenant, and they're not protection. They're not in a holy covenant like that. They're not in a holy covenant like that. He's locked up in that picture and wearing the wonderful orange that I had to wear. It says he's the staff, though. So he's the staff, so he's not incarcerated, but that's the color of the orange we had to wear in the Doñana County Detention Center. He's staff. But that's what we had to wear because we have to pay extortion to live here. I have to pay to go home and see something beautiful like that. I have to pay you extortion to go home and tell jokes and watch a football game with something beautiful like that. Play basketball with him. Tell jokes and watch football with him. Go throw the football with him. Pray every night that she can breathe better because you park your cars and it's better for her. Watch her play in the park. Watch them all enjoy mom and dad out in the backyard during the barbecue. Do you understand me? You've been hustled. You don't have to pay to live on planet Earth. It's not required. Your extortion and your hustle is no longer desired, required, or will be accepted. She said, come in here and be the pole in the middle of the church. And show them who you are. Show them your worth and show them their worth. She was right. You've been hustled. And what child is this? Just like you. To show you you. So he may appear and a soul may feel its worth. I know all of you because you all know me. And that strong telekinesis or whatever play connect, people in the Catholic Church, a large group of people pray to her so she would have strong telekinetic abilities because people would pay to a similitude of herself. The same with he. So yeah, we can communicate because we have a strong telekinesis because a lot of people pray to communicate with us. Do you understand? All right. Do you see? I hope you do. I hope you understand this is from Mestizo culture. And Mestizo culture, Arabic culture, and a lot of other cultures that pray, connect, and have communications with this Messiah and their apostle and their prophet Jesus. Jesus has a wife because they're not historically challenged. In Arabic and Muslim tradition, they understand the history that this woman could not anoint his head and kiss him in public without being his wife. Caiaphas and Herod would have been able to have him killed, but they weren't able to because that was his bride. Do you understand me? It's his bride. You're historically challenged, and they turn him into a myth. So when he comes again and he wants to lay with his wife and keep company with his friends and behave as a human being on earth, you would not allow him to do so. You would deny him to do so. So he may be your pagan ritual sacrifice that will never come again because you will deny him his humanness because you reject your own humanness and you charge money and coins to live here. The face on St. Jude's coin is not Caesar's. It shows you that he regards Jesus in higher esteem in his own heart, in his own life. He's the spirit of the man that gave up his own life so Jesus may put forth the example of how to not worship Caesar and coin and worship God and life and be a servant of life and the living. Okay? When I say that Judas is Jesus' best friend and is taking a step forward to help save you from yourself and is behaving more like Joshua, St. Jude, and Abraham Lincoln, I ain't lying to you. I don't make this stuff up. I equate it. And I connect, and I have random access memories. Be them make-believe or be them real. Mine add up, and yours don't. Because God gave me the ability. Do you understand? Both these men have had conversations with me. And I love them both equally, and none is better than the other. They both know that. He told them that. I love you very much. I'll see you in a few. I'm going to walk down to the library. May we be more like him, but not have to be tortured like him and treated like him. Because he was treated poorly when he lived. They didn't worship him until after he died. You love them when they're alive, and you honor them when they're alive. Therefore, when they've gone, you can say to yourself that you treated them with quite a lot of dignity and respect. Would you treat the Pope the way they treated Jesus? Would you treat that man right there the way they treated Jesus? You might want to reevaluate your value system. Stop the hustle. It's no longer required or desired. Its acceptance is unacceptable to me and men like this. How about you? Stop calling me and my family bad names. We don't appreciate it. I'll try to help myself, save myself from myself. She told me that this morning, that my hate, Mary did. She said, your hate. It's like she started laughing and tried to talk like Yoda, which she can't do real well. It's pretty funny. But she was like, and hate leads to this and that leads to the dark side. Laughing, going, you're right, because I was mad about something. She knows what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. She understands me better now. And I explain it to her, and she gets mad at me, and I get mad at her, and we get mad at ourselves. But she was like, you're going to the dark side, the hate and the fear. I was like, but I hate them when they do this. They keep us in hell, and I hate it. Before I left the house, she said, the only way, the Lord's Prayer, Ralph, is forgiveness. It's the only way to save it. If you fall into the they hate you, they hate themselves, you hate them, we're caught in a perpetual equation of hate. Ralph Earl Parsons, Jr., born in Las Cruces, New Mexico, 1966, July 19th. Okay, Jennifer Lynn Lopez, born in the Bronx, New York, July 24th, 1969. I get you. You're begetting what you're begetting when you hate them. I get it, woman. You ain't smart. You're intelligent. I'm not being belligerent or childish. No. Well, wouldn't you be? We're not having this discussion. We're in the chapel. I got to get going, man. That's funny. I like talking to you. It's hard, though. I hate it. I mean, I love it, but I hate it because it's painful. You'd understand that, right? I don't have the distractions that you have. I'm all alone. If I think about you, that's all I can think about. You ever heard that song, Over You, by Gary Puckett and the Union Gang? Why am I losing sleep over you? Reliving precious moments we know. Yeah, I ain't never met you in the flesh in this life, but we've seen each other before. So many days have gone by. Still I'm so lonely, and I guess, I'm just screwed. Dick Clark said that brother has a voice that some people said was too good. I kind of thought his was, I liked his and Jay from Jay and the Americans. I thought they had beautiful instruments, man. Yeah, I admire beautiful instruments. I'm not envious of people. I'm just glad they can do what they do. I dig it, man. I love listening to them sing, watching them dance, play basketball. I mean, it inspires me to get up and do things that I think I might be good at, but I don't envy because, like right there, that brother and that sister, I can't envy them. I can just be happy for them. Look how beautiful they are. Look at how beautiful that couple is and their family. I mean, it's just, wow. I just feel good for them, you know what I'm saying? They're just beautiful. Look at that family. Aren't they gorgeous? How can you be envious of that? I mean, it's just, you have to be stupid. You have to be happy. All right, guys. Stupid. Stupid is not a mean word. I guess it is a mean word. Well, it's keeping myself from being mean. I'm telling myself I'd have to be mean to be jealous of that. That's stupid. I'm trying. Okay, woman, good God, you're bossy. You see why most of those men have trouble handling you? You're a pistol, man. Dang, you're hard to handle. I know, obviously, I'm hard to handle. I've told everybody that. I'm almost intolerable. Almost. Okay, that's not funny. I gotta go, y'all. I love you very much, and be a pillar. Be a pillar. Hold up the roof, and let's get this started and get it going, man. All right. I love y'all very much. Thanks for sharing my prayer with me. I don't put on a show. We're in an active state of prayer. It's omnipotent, it's omnipresent. And so God is always listening, so we're always in an active state of prayer. This is how I share my prayers. It's like sermons. All right? I'm sharing it with you because I love you. All right, guys? Here it is. And there's the holy water, and there's your hands, and peace to all who enter here. All right? Blessings and peace. I love y'all.